Once upon a time, there were two best friends. One of them had a computer and the other one sucked.
Wait, you have this is your third? This would be your third Smurf account?
No.
Why do you keep making Smurf accounts?
Because he plays with people who don't know the game.
Yeah, this
So
is
you
not
can
an
play with that
uncommon
now.
occurrence. So the problem with it, right? There's two kind of trains of thought, right? Is just like, oh, when you Smurf, it's bad because you're giving the new players a bad experience. But like, if I don't Smurf and I play with them, they're going to be going up against people who are, much better than them, and they're not going to have a good experience.
Yeah.
So like, typically I try and play, if I'm Smurfing, I'll try and play like a low impact hero.
Yeah, like
somebody
hard
who's not a game changer.
like hard position 5.
And like, I'll play it well, but I'm playing with my friends, so it's not like I'm trying to fucking lean into TI fucking 9 on this shit.
Then what? Well, hold on.
I'm not.
Let's not rule out our TI
I'm not-
card appearance.
They banned Wraith King? Oh god. They banned Phantom? Oh god.
Nice job.
They banned Viper options. They banned Viper. No. Wait, I can still pick Lion. No, Lion.
You good to plant this helmet?
I could actually still pick Dusa because I'm a mid player.
Yeah.
I'm a trash mid player.
When I Smurf, I'm not just trying to get in there and stomp fools or anything. I'm just trying to have some fun playing games with my friends.
Yeah, you're thinking of Overwatch. I actually have a Smurf Overwatch account, which is technically my personal first account. There was a free weekend, and my girlfriend at the time and I decided to create... Well, she created a new account, I just used mine. And we just stomped some scrubs for about an hour. It was fun.
I love the word scrub.
But yeah,
Well, now we're not using it anymore. We're using the phrase scuzzes. Hear that? Q, you ruined it. You ruined it for everyone. You scuzz. We have fun here. Well, I have fun here.
I forgot about this part. IFC's like the ball form.
Oh, yes, the aboriginal ball form. The
Yes.
racial insensitivity form. No, but yeah, like, so... Just in general with Smurfing, the only times I see Smurfing being bad is when you are purposefully throwing because it doesn't matter.
well, I mean,
And, like, trying to go to low tier
yes,
so you can shit on people.
that is messed up.
That's messed up. But otherwise, like, if you create a new account just because you want fresh stats or something, or you're high enough of a rank that the person first playing it will just not have a good time. I don't see the harm in Smurfing. Honestly,
They should have like a mode where you can play like one player. You could have one player on a team who's like a higher level, and then everybody else is new. So you could have like one on each team.
It'll try and do that. It'll try and balance it out that way. It just, if you're working with randoms.
Yeah, working with randoms.
Some guy who's pretty good will be drawn into that team that sucks. And he's going to have to try and carry that with little to no support, as well as it will tell everyone on the other team who the higher level and higher ranked character is on the enemy team. So obviously everyone's going to try and fucking glomp that guy and just really shit on his dick, just really take him down. And it's not a lot of fun, so like, I don't know. There's been a lot of arguments on Dota's algorithm and like how it determines what players should be in what games and how it never works ever and nobody's ever happy with it because everyone's a complainer.
well, as we all know, Dota is a toxic community.
So this is a competition where you
It's
try
murder.
and kill people?
Yes. Ha ha. So, of all the, like, quote, toxic communities, I actually think Dota has the best one. By far. Because
Like
they know
the
they're
most
toxic.
toxic, or
They're self-aware toxic.
Yeah.
Um,
It's not like Overwatch where everyone is a complainer. Like, literally everybody. I'm a complainer. Tokyo's a complainer. You've never played Overwatch. You're a complainer.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. For the most part, I've run into players who actually don't know that they're toxic.
Yeah.
And it's like
A lot of young people play Dota?
It's garbage. Yes, it's considered a young man's game.
Yeah.
Well, I guess young by like
Young by,
being,
yeah.
like to kids under 15
like
play.
you playing with like the 10-year-olds on Call of Duty kind of thing.
Yeah.
No.
Or like the 12-year-olds in top 500 in Overwatch. That makes me sad. I'm literally twice their age and I'm hard stuck flat.
No, you'll run into them occasionally. Somebody whose voice hasn't really dropped yet, you know.
Yeah.
But it's not very common to run into them. Not like it is in games like Call of Duty or whatever.
Yeah, like first-person shooters.
Mostly it's people aging from about 17 to 25, I want to say.
Okay.
There's actually a pretty large player base that's like a little bit older than that. You know, like 30s and 40s. But you won't run into that as commonly either. Mostly 20-year-olds is what you'll kind of run into playing Dota. And that's really like right around the time that your reflexes and mental capacity is at a stage where it can understand the game and how it works, you know?
Yeah.
So... Not that, oh man, there's a whole thing. People keep calling Fear. So Fear is he's a pro player in Dota too.
Old Man Fear.
Commonly referred to as Old Man Fear. It's worth noting that the guy is like 29.
Yeah, he's barely older than us.
Like he's like just turning 30, but there's an ongoing joke that he's one of the oldest Dota players, at least in the NA scene. There are some Chinese players who match him in age. And some team kicked a support player and they brought him on. They brought him onto the team and everybody's saying, oh, he's washed up and all this stuff. But like this man has won an international tournament, and to give you kind of an idea, like their team won $18 million at this tournament. It's the biggest tournament of the year. It's the hardest thing to win. There's only a handful of winners.
Yeah.
Not that anyone's ever won twice. That's an important distinction. But he has taken basically the highest level of prestige that you can take in Dota. So I was surprised when I saw everybody calling him washed up and all that. He did technically retire for a brief moment. But he addressed it, and I'm glad that he did. And saying he's like, I don't know why everybody thinks that Dota is a young man's game or whatever. Like, there are people who play other video games, specifically fighters, stuff that requires a lot more timing
And
for pulling
like
off combos,
literally frame perfect.
and reflexes and all that, and calculations, where people are 30, 40 years old all the time in the pro scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, he played with this kid, Sumail, who is considered one of the best players in the world.
I actually know who that is.
And is like 9 years younger than him. And he's like, I can school him in these reflex testers. I can do all this. Like, and I've been around a lot longer and know more knowledge of the game. Like, you can't.
Wait, did that say Giant Wolf Massacre?
Yes.
I'm in.
Anyway, point being, yeah, it's not too late or too early to learn the dotes.
I mean, unless your hands have literally been cut off, it might be a little too late at that point.
There's some handy capable players. Let me tell you that much.
Well, let me tell you.
There are some people out there who do crazy things.
Yeah, like, do you remember all the, like, well, when Overwatch wasn't dead, in comparison, like, the people who would do, like, the, playing Brigitte with a literal baguette, or, like, playing Lucio with, like, the motion controls and all that shit. People are ingenious, but it's going to waste. Use it for something better than Overwatch.
Yeah.
Literally anything.
I watched a video of somebody playing Dota where it was a normal keyboard, but each key was wired to deliver them an electric shock to a different area on their body when pressed. And they played an entire game of Dota. And it was just a beautiful analogy of how the game really is.
That's just how it is in this bitch of an earth.
Each press of the key causes you just a little bit of pain.
I can agree. The amount of times I mashed C last night to get my bottle and somehow we won, it hurt me, man. I would die instantly, but still, we did it.
There are victories that could only be counted as such in principle.
Yeah.
So what are you doing here?
Assaulting the wildlife as a terrorist does.
You'll need to get close to make the shot count.
Gotta get close. Why?
He's caught your scent. Get out of there.
Why do you have to get close?
Video game logic.
That guy's got like far gas, dude.
No, it's you. I think have.
Yeah.
Oh, we have the fart gas.
That's your scent.
Good shot.
Which, by the way, if you people from like a couple episodes ago didn't understand my best friend, like I can best friend us. So the Super Best Friends have disbanded their channel, which made me sad. But we're shit posting to get through the pain. Me and the other people in that fandom.
Is that called a fandom? Is that really like a fandom?
Technically, yeah. I mean, a community is the better way to put it, because it's more of a community than a fandom. Because
Got him right in the anus, dude.
right in the anus. New
Anyway.
butt plug for the wolf.
Anyway, we returned to talking about the best friends. What about?
Oh well, they broke up, citing differences, which is fine with me. I can understand that. But yeah, us in the community are shitposting to alleviate the pain of our favorite YouTubers no longer being together, which is why I made that joke.
Why the anus though? Why
It's where you have
twice
to
in
shoot
the
'em.
anus?
You gotta shoot them in the anus.
I'm not even joking.